but I told you so.
Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about stress, and we live with a ton of stress, a ton of busyness, a ton of craziness. And today I just want to talk about how stress affects the body and some things we can do to relieve our stress. If you're new to my channel, hit the big subscribe button down below and also click the little bell. This will notify you every time I post a new video so you never miss a thing. So stress can come in a couple different forms, a couple different phases, and these phases, you know, the first phase would be I'm going to give an example because it's better to picture it, to imagine it. Helps you understand better. So say you're in the woods and a bear starts chasing after you. Well, you get this rush of adrenaline. You start running really fast because you're very scared, and you just start running, and you run. You have all this adrenaline, all of this energy that like you never run that fast like ever, like in your life. But you just somehow have the energy, have like the power to like sprint and to run and to get away from this bear that's chasing you. You're super scared, and what that is, where you're getting that energy, that is cortisol, that is adrenaline, that is your body producing hormones to help you survive. And in our modern world, when we have these experiences, when we have a test, or when we have, you know, just maybe at work, maybe in our relationships, when it's like that stressful event, our body helps us with us. It helps us get through that event. However, once the bear stops chasing you, that hormone is supposed to go right back down to where it started at the first place. Your body can produce cortisol, and it can be really helpful in those times of like you just need to get through. But once that situation's over, everything needs to settle back down, and your body needs to like not be producing so much cortisol. So what happens if you are stressed out and the stress continues for like weeks and weeks and maybe even months and months? Well, at first your body's like really producing the cortisol, really producing that hormone to help you get through, and then like it keeps going and it keeps going and it keeps going, and your body starts to compensate and is like, okay, this is a lot. I can't be like producing this hormone like at a high rate like all the time. This is stressful, and this is actually burning me out. Like I can't do this anymore. So it actually just comes down a little bit. So maybe before you had all this energy, and now you're still like you're doing all right, but you don't have energy like before, like when the stress first started. So it just kind of it comes down a little bit, and you can still be very like stressed out, and you have enough cortisol just to make it. And maybe like for some people, if they're like, you know, middle-aged, they're like, you know, I used to just be able to do so much. I used to just like hit it hard every day, but now I can't as much. And they start to notice their energy changing, and this is like the middle stress phase. But then you move to the third stage, and your body is producing less cortisol, less stress. It's so burnt out. It doesn't have anything more to give. Like it is just hanging on by a bare thread, and you like don't even have you know, when that stress first spikes, it goes up, it's supposed to come back down. Well, now you are in a stage where it's like lower than even when you started. So over time, the body just can't produce that cortisol because it's been like so taxed, so burnt out. It's been producing so much for such a long period of time. It just can't handle it any longer. Stress absolutely is a big deal, and sometimes we can like write it off like, oh yeah, I'm stressed out, just gonna keep living my crazy stressed out life. And I get it, there are seasons of stress, and we know that they will come to an end. But if this is a situation where it won't ever come to an end, maybe it's time to take a moment and think about life, and think about how can I reduce my stress, what can I do to help the stress be less of a burden, and, you know, learn the art of rest. We can live in a culture that is so focused on production and, you know, hitting it hard every time, all the time, and we can just burn ourselves out. Don't let yourself get burned out, and realize when you're getting to that point, or when you're getting to a point where you're like, I am just maxed out and something needs to change. It's a lot easier to be mindful and take care of your health than fix and reverse all the damage that can happen when we let ourselves be stressed out for long periods of time. And you can push yourself hard for a decent amount of time and be fine and not think about it, but eventually your body will hit a point where it will stop working. It will make you be so tired, so fatigued, where you will not be able to get through your day without needing a nap. Be mindful of stress, be mindful of, you know, how that's affecting your health. And as far as internal stress, you might not know what internally your body's dealing with, and testing can be a good idea just to like check out Is my liver working? Are my hormones working? Is my gut in a good shape? That can be really beneficial. Hey, if you give this video a big thumbs up, that helps me out a lot. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time, peace out.